The cost of freedom begins now. This is Bulls and Bears. President Bush wins with the most votes ever. So does that mean stocks go higher than ever too? Get the names that may lead the way. And which stocks could win big during the president's second term? We asked the commander-in-chief of the chart, the chart man with his best stocks to own for 4 more years. Plus a shocking prediction about the future of Social Security, how it could influence the entire stock market. But first this.
From America's Newsroom, I'm Carol Iavana. This is a Fox News alert. The U.S. military says 2 Marines have been killed in overnight offensive in Fallujah. It comes after American forces stormed the western districts of Fallujah. Ground forces returned artillery fire on enemy positions, and an AC-130 helicopter gunship raked the city with 40mm cannon fire. The U.S. military admits the toughest fighting for Fallujah is yet to come. American soldiers took over the main city hospital in Fallujah. U.S. forces also secured 2 key bridges over the Euphrates River. Gunfire exchanges were heard for about 20 minutes from U.S. positions near the Sunni Muslim city. The first assaults began hours after the Iraqi government declared martial law for the next 60 days for most of the country. Egypt is denying it has any nuclear weapons ambitions. The response comes after reports that the UN's atomic arms inspectors are investigating the discovery of plutonium particles near an Egyptian nuclear site. Egypt's foreign minister declares flatly that the reports have no basis of truth. A strong earthquake has shaken northern Japan. The 5.9 magnitude quake struck near the site of last month's 6.8 magnitude earthquake that killed 39 people. Several injuries have been reported so far. And later today, a federal judge will consider whether to allow John Hinckley Jr. more unsupervised visits. Hinckley has lived in a D.C. mental hospital since shooting former President Reagan in 1981. Hinckley's attorneys will ask that he be allowed 5-day unsupervised visits at his parents' Virginia home every 2 weeks. It's a slow start for the flu season. According to the Centers for Disease Control, there isn't a widespread outbreak, and only a few states, including New York and Texas, have even reported more than 1 case. Our next update is at the bottom of the hour. Bulls and Bears with Brenda Butner starts right now.
Hi everyone, I'm Brenda Butner. This is Bulls and Bears. 4 more years for a pro-business, pro-Wall Street president. So will stocks rally to make new all-time highs? Let's find out in the trading pit. The Bulls and Bears this week. In New York, our chart man and columnist for RealMoney.com, Gary B. Smith, president of Hybrid Investors, Scott Blyer, the chief investment strategist at Deutsche Asset Management, Bob Froelich. In Chicago, the director of stock research at Morningstar.com, Pat Dorsey, and in Phoenix, chairman of Change Wave Research, Tobin Smith. Welcome to everybody. President Bush won re-election by getting more votes than anyone in history. He is, by all accounts, a president that is business-friendly, and the market likes that, as last week's rally sure showed. So is the stage set for a new all-time high for stocks? It was nearly 5 years ago now. The Dow peaked at above 11,700. We have a ways to go, but it's not out of reach by any stretch. Bob Froelich, is that where we're heading?
Oh, we are, without a doubt. We're heading to the all-time high. We'll get there by the 4th of July. I think it's not just the election. It's about the money. Corporations are flush with cash. They can do a couple things with that money, buy other companies, which I think they will. M&A boom is just right around the corner. Increase dividends, buy back their own shares of stock. Or here's a novel idea. How about hiring some employees, which is what the Friday employment number really showed us. All those things are bullish for the market.
It was a real blowout report, and the market certainly liked it. Gary B., what about the charts? Are you liking the charts?
July 3rd, the chart say, Brenda. Actually,
I like that specificity.
Yeah,
very good.
The year, though.
Yeah, exactly. July 4th when, Brenda, we'll take. I think actually, you said in the intro, setting the stage. I think that's perfect. We take a look here at the chart of the Dow. You can see that, we've been heading down, that small little downtrend on the right there. I think actually, per Bob's point, with the employment numbers and things like that, we probably almost broke that downtrend. And once that happens, it's kind kind of, that little sell-off we've had kind of for the last few months is over, and I think we will reach an all-time high. I would not say July. I would be a little bit more conservative and say the start of 2006.
All right, it's all on tape, and we'll play it back, too.
Yeah.
All right, Scott, one uncertainty out of the way, but we still have oil prices. We still have the war on terror. Does the market go to new all-time highs anytime soon?
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be July 4th of 2005. I think it's going to be New Year's or Christmas. Well, actually, New Year's 2007, because if you take 7% a year for the next 2 years, you get it easily. But the action's going to be not in the Dow making a new high. It's going to be in NASDAQ and everything else. The Dow is going to be the big laggard because Dow's got some doggy stocks in it, and they're going to stay doggy.
So NASDAQ's breaking 5,000? And
Dow's not. I didn't say NASDAQ's going to make a new high, but I think the action and the best gains are going to be in NASDAQ.
Gary and I heard.
Tobin, oh, you're being
You heard what you
so
wanted to hear.
shy. I'm not used to this.
I'm never coming to Arizona again. Doggy? People turn on television in the morning to watch Doggy?
Hey, that's a technical term from the junior chart, man. Come on.
Woof.
Yeah. Woof. Well, listen, here's what's going on. First off, the money that these companies are making is going into buying back stocks. Now, one of the things that happens is you can make earnings per share go up by actually having more earnings or having less shares, and we're seeing that right now, number one. Number two, if you look at what's going on with Microsoft putting out, $40 billion, the AT&T wireless deal, there's $80 to $100 billion of cash that is coming into the market. And Patrick, who says, when's this money coming in? It's coming in now, baby. And, I think we saw the beginning of this run. It's too bad that everybody's so bullish. But if you look at the overall managers and you look at the things that I follow, people are not too bullish. So the stage is set, girlfriend.
All right, Pat, last week alone, each of the major market averages up over 3%. People are putting money to work. They're going to keep doing it?
Well, I mean, I think that, hitting an all-time high during the second term is probably possible, but I'm not sure about how much sooner than that. I'd actually like to return to a point that both Bob and Toby made, which is what companies are going to do with all this cash they have. And I sure hope they just buy back, stop, and pay dividends, and that they don't do all those acquisitions Bob was talking about, because most acquisitions don't work and destroy your money. Shareholders.
All right, Bob, go ahead.
Such a spoil sport.
Take them on.
It's true.
I think in the short run they don't, but in the long run I think if you have the right culture of the firms getting together, and I think that's one of the problems. We look at just the balance sheets and we don't look at the cultures of the organizations, and hopefully we've learned from all the mistakes we've made that you got to look beyond just the numbers.
He's talking long run, which is for you 2 days.
I hope so, but history repeats itself, Bob.
Yeah. All right, Gary B.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about the short term. I think we probably need to pull back a bit, but I think the question on everyone's...
Then do you buy?
Yeah, definitely. But here's the question I think on everyone's mind. Toby told us a lot about history. Toby, I want on record, though, when we're making a new high from you. I want the date.
He didn't say it. He didn't tell.
No, he
skirted the issue.
We are going to make a new high before July 3rd, because when you see the big boy earnings that are coming after this first quarter, if you remember, the Dow is not a good number right now. It's got, if Kodak was in the Dow, we'd already be at 10,700 here, for crying out loud. And Merck and the other guys, pharmaceutical companies, are going to have a continued
wait a minute.
Toby, you're making fun of the word doggy, and you say big boy?
No, Toby, I wasn't sure I heard right. Did you say big boy?
He sure did.
I did.
That's just what you want us to call you, all right. But sorry, you're not getting that here. Scott, what derails this bull?
Oil prices. Oil prices can absolutely derail the bull, and a failure in Iraq. I don't think either are going to happen. I think we're going to go into Fallujah right away and really knock it out, and we'll be probably out of Iraq in a major way before the end of Bush's second term. But oil prices have to get back below $40 a barrel, and if that can happen, the economy and the stock market take off.
Well, Pat,
drill in Alaska, so I mean, we're there.
That's not enough. We have to work on consumption here domestically as well as.
All right, Pat, we've heard your word that you like so much, earnings. How do you see those expanding?
I'm not sure that I see big boy earnings, maybe little boy earnings.
It's a technical term.
I'm so sorry. But seriously, I mean, people have highlighted the risk of higher oil prices. One thing I also would highlight, though, is the risk of a falling dollar. The dollar has gotten crushed.
The market has loved the falling dollar. NASDAQ has rallied, the Dow's rallied, S&P has rallied.
Yeah, tell that to the deficit.
Okay, well, the market seems to like it.
All right, a man with many dollars. Bob, you got the last word.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's always about the money, and I think the money is there in the marketplace, whether it's for M&As or whether it's for dividends or buyback. Corporations are flush with cash. That has always been bullish for the stock market. This thing's testing all-time highs before or on the 4th of July.
There we go. You heard it here. Up next, if the market is going to make a new all-time high, there will be leaders running with the bulls. Get the names of 4 stocks, each poised to hit an all-time high of its own. And how about this? Less than a year to get there. Those picks after this.
Coming up, she's giving you the biggest winners of the year. Now, Terry Keenan has the best stock pick of the week. The name you need to know, only on Cash and Ian, coming up at 11:30 a.m. Eastern.
Tired of spending hours and hours ironing out wrinkles? Fed up with burning and scorching delicate fabrics? Wish there were a better way to tackle that pile of ironing? Introducing the Deluxe Fabric Steamer from Conair, the fast, easy way to steam away wrinkles in up to half the time. The delicate fabric steamer easily removes wrinkles from stubborn blue jeans, then quickly glides over delicate silk, linen, lace, chiffon, even velvet without damaging. And it's the ideal way to steam press over buttons, zippers, stitching, and appliques without the hassle. Watch out, that iron is hot enough to pop a balloon and burn your clothes, but not the Deluxe Fabric Steamer. It removes the wrinkles without damaging the fabric. You can even steam press an entire business suit in up to half the time, and it's not just for clothes. Now you can steam press drapes to hang perfectly in your window, easily steam press duvet covers and quilts to look great on your bed, or quickly steam press tablecloths, linen napkins, and satin runners for an elegant setting. And because the Deluxe Fabric Steamer is safe for all fabrics, now you can perfectly steam press garments you used to take to the dry cleaner, saving you hundreds of dollars. The Deluxe Fabric Steamer comes with this detachable hose and this retractable clothes hanger for easy storage. And with this large capacity water tank, you can steam your entire wardrobe without refilling. Similar expensive devices have been used for years by professional dressmakers, fashion designers, and runway models. Now, on this special TV offer, get the Conair Deluxe Fabric Steamer for just 4 easy payments of just $29.95. Call now and we'll include this extra capacity water tank. Steam your entire wardrobe without refilling. We'll also send the exclusive Conair creaser. Put sharp, smart creases in clothes, curtains, and more. But wait, you'll also get the extension wand. Great for hard-to-reach places. Foot controls for easy on and off and automatic cord storage. All this Conair quality for just 4 easy payments of $29.95. Get the Conair Deluxe Fabric Steamer and get professional results at home. Don't wait. Call now.
Call 1-800-352-7700 to order the Conair Deluxe Fabric Steamer for just 4 easy payments of $29.95 plus shipping and handling. That's 1-800-352-7700.
So which stocks could set new all-time highs in less than a year? The names in the stock exchange. Back with us, Scott Blyer and Bob Froelich, along with Pat Dorsey and Tobin Smith. Toby, which stock has a clear path to a new all-time high?
Company's Unova, and the company is the leader in RFID, radio frequency ID devices. Now, what that means is these are little chips that are now going in Walmart packages, will be going in Department of Defense rations, product supplies. This company dominates, and if you're going to have a new high, you've got to have a company that is leading the next frontier, and the next frontier is this RFID business. These guys are going to probably split off their RFID business as a separate stock once they hit this number, and I think it's all bug ahead, and of course it just went.
You own it, and you recommend it too, Toby, right?
Own and recommend, yes,
all
I
right.
do.
Bob, what do you think?
I like Toby. I just don't like the stock. You know, I mean, we're going to have the rotation from large to small is happening. It's a small cap company, and plus it doesn't pay a dividend. I think it's going to miss the rotation.
Scott?
This is a good one, but for a different reason than Tobin said. Industrial automation, they're the leaders on that, and if the economy comes back strongly, industrial automation does very well, and that's their strong point.
Okay. Scott, the uncertainty of the election is over. What stock are you certain will make a new all-time high?
This is not an esoteric company for me. This is Johnson & Johnson, one of the big boys in the diversified pharmaceutical business. They're not a pure pharmaceutical company. They're a biotech company, a medical device company, a consumer company. They have had a consecutive increase in sales for 71 years and have increased their dividend every year for 42 years. What more can I say?
And you like it so much you own it and
recommend it. We like it, we own it, and we recommend it.
Okay, Pat, what do you think of this one?
This is about one of the highest quality companies on Wall Street. You know, Scott certainly nailed that, and their exposure to medical devices sort of offsets some of the problems in other areas. But my issue is that the stock is just, it's not that cheap.
Too expensive.
Well, no, it's a good stock. It's not a great stock. In the low 50s,
Okay.
I liked it. Here, it's okay.
All right, Bob.
I like it. I own it. Great hair products as well. And dividend, great dividend player.
He's
You
the
gotta love this
fundamentalist
stock.
with the hair stuff. All right, Pat, what's cheap enough for you?
Interactive Corp, and this is a company that, full disclosure, I recommended probably about 20% higher earlier this year, but I really like it right here. These folks own a bunch of businesses. Probably the best known is Expedia, Hotels.com. Their online travel business is really what they're the leader for them. They traded about 11 times cash flow to generate about $1 billion in free cash flow per year. And if you look at the price that Sendit paid for Orbitz recently, that's exactly what their business is worth right now. You're getting the rest of it for free.
Okay, what do you think, Scott?
It's hard to understand this company. They have a lot of disparaged parts. They disappointed in earnings. The stock tanked. Now the earnings were good and the stock rallied. I think it's too expensive.
Toby, what's your take on Pat's stock?
It's just not the best of breed. Yeah, they have a bunch of businesses, but they're all not the best. I would rather be a pure play. I'd rather, be a Google. I'd rather have a Yahoo.
Expedia is the biggest online travel site by far.
But they're not the most profitable.
Bob, what stock is heading to new highs?
It's not the big boy of banking, but Wachovia, they pay a great dividend. They've got a wonderful management team. In fact, I think their management team could run any bank better than the current bank structure that's there. And we like the dividend. What a great theme. And at the end of the day, the one thing that Wachovia, I think, brings to the table is a great diversified product stream. And I think they're going to hit all-time high.
All right, and you own it.
Own it.
In fact, you own every stock that you're recommending on this show. Okay, Pat.
This is a pretty high-quality bank. I think that cleaning up some of the First Union mess from before is going to take a little bit of time. Is going to cause them to take their eye off the ball a bit. Kind of like Johnson & Johnson, fairly valued, not exciting, but a high-quality firm.
And Toby.
This is not a big boy stock, Froelich, let me tell you. If I want to own a bank, I want to own the B of A, or I want to own Citibank here, somebody who's really going to have the accelerated earnings. These guys, they're also Rens.
All right. In full disclosure, I will point out that Wachovia is a frequent sponsor of the Fox News Business Block. All right, thanks, guys. President Bush has 4 more years as commander-in-chief, and now the commander of the charts has what he says are the best stocks to own for the next 4 years. So that chart man is next.
We had no idea how much money we had hidden in our home.
Until we compared mortgage lenders at NextTag.
NextTag.com is the fast, easy way to compare refinance offers and get the best rate. We search hundreds of lenders and match you instantly. It's free and there's no obligation. NextTag.com has helped thousands of homeowners compare mortgages to refinance and lower monthly payments or take out equity.
We just made 1 call and 4 lenders contacted us.
Call or click NextTag.com now to compare today's mortgage rates and start saving.
You know what he's doing. He's doing what you're doing. Look in the mirror, friends. There you are, HD ready and waiting. Don't you want Boom, the satellite service born for HD? Don't you want over 4,000 hours a week of great HD programming? Don't you want your new HD TV to rock? Boom has your favorite movies, sports, cable, and available local digital channels. And over 20 Boom HD originals only on Boom. CNET.com says it's the ultimate source for HD TV. Your TV wants more than just a few HD channels, and so do you. Feed your TV. Boom programming starts at just $49.90 per month. Sign up for 12 months now, and you'll save $150 off our standard installation. Pay just $49 for your complete HD hookup. If you want to be more thrilled, more excited, more scared, get Boom. Changing TV from something you watch into something you feel.
Save $150. Call today, 1-888-455-BOOM, or visit boomhd.com. You know you want to.
Coming up, it's 4 more years for President Bush. So our commander-in-chief has the stocks you should own for 4 more years. Get the names from President Chartman. Plus a prediction about the rest of the year that's hard to believe in 60 seconds.
She has a secret. He has a secret. They all have a secret. Now we're blowing the lid off the best body-shaping, calorie-burning secret weapon in America with the million-selling Gazelle. And this once-in-a-lifetime special offer. You can burn total body calories, tone total body muscle with virtually no impact. Last year, Tony Little made TV history by offering the Gazelle's $14.95 30-day test drive. Call now and for just $14.95, test drive the Gazelle in your own home, not for 30 days, but for a full 60 days. But wait, this deal just got even better. Take advantage of this TV offer and shipping is free. Save almost $35 and get the Gazelle risk-free in your home for a full 60 days. Call now and your Elite will come with this Power Pistons Resistance Package that adjusts easily for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. Over 1 million happy customers can't be wrong. Once you try the Gazelle, you'll be just as crazy about it as they are. Don't miss out. Discover the secret to getting in shape with the Gazelle Elite. Call and get yours right now.
You know, President Chartman, I kind of think he likes the sound of that. What are the best stocks to own during Bush's second term? Let's ask him, the Chartman. Gary B. and Bob are back. And Gary, you found what you say are the best stocks to own over the president's next 4 years in the White House. What's first?
Well, first of all, it's President Gary.
Excuse me.
Chartman.
Yes, I must show the proper deference. Excuse me,
Commander-in-Chief as well. You know what? It really
There's
humbly,
a nice ring to it, huh?
Humbly, it does sound pretty good. I got to be very honest with you. You know what, Brenda? Here's how I think that we should start picking charts out. If a company has a great commercial, I think that's one good indicator. Northrop has the greatest commercials. What I like even better, has a terrific chart. As you can see here in the picture, we have had nothing but an uptrend for the last few months. This is a monthly chart, by the way. It's always good to look at those when you're thinking long term. It looks like it's going to point to that triple high there. I see no problem getting there. I think Bush is behind defense, obviously. I think it's a great stock to own right now.
All right, Bob, will this stock put Gary in the White House or the poorhouse in the next 4 years?
This is why he's commander-in-chief. I mean, I'm not sure if we told you how good you are. This is absolutely, you know, it is a diversified defense company. And no matter what the whims are in Congress, this company is going to benefit from that increased spending. I also like the fact it's a great dividend payer as well. And so it plays into that dividend theme along with the increased defense spending. You've got an absolute home run on this.
Good commercials, right?
Good commercials.
There's the Smith indicator again.
Right, the good
and just up actually last year and up 14% this year. So it has a way to go, huh? All right. Okay, Gary, what stock will be up the most when you decide to run for president in 2008?
Yeah, I'm going to make my campaign promises right now. Yahoo is the one. This is one of the survivors, not only survivors now, one of the leaders, Brenda, of the internet. Obviously, everyone knows this. It looks very similar to the Northrop Grumman chart. We've had nothing but an uptrend for at least for the past year. In fact, far outpacing the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ. I think it's just going to continue. I think this is one of those Pat Dorsey stocks, buy and hold. He likes Yahoo.
Right.
I think it's going to all-time highs.
Bob, what's scarier, Gary as president or owning this one?
Well, you know, I mean, the good news is if you were a baseball player, you'd be in the Hall of Fame because batting 1 for 2 is not bad.
Okay.
You know? I think this is not gone. You know, look at the business model. Think about this for a minute. They get 220 million people a month to come to their site, right, and they don't charge them anything. That's an interesting business model.
What about the advertising?
Well, the advertising is not the people that come to the site. So, you know, they really haven't figured out how do you capture that audience and actually make money from it. The advertising piece is a separate piece from that model.
Are they not making money?
They're making a little bit of money, but not based off of that model that you have all the people in place. At some point in time, they got to figure out what are they doing. They can't even spell the word dividend. And think about it. There's no barriers to entry. No barrier. Google. Think about it. There's no barriers to entry. You are.
Guys,
he's getting a piece.
You're off the ticket. You're off the ticket.
I do not want to be the Secretary of the Treasury. I'm not doing that.
You do not get a cabinet position.
No, you're off.
And
you're
let me say something. Neither will Pat Dorsey. He says you've used his name in vain, and he lets us know he doesn't like the stock one bit. No Pat Dorsey stock this. All right. Thank you both. Big changes could be coming to Social Security, and those changes could be a boon to certain stocks. Details next. But first, let's check in with Dagan McDowell with what's ahead on Cavuto on Business. Dagan.
Hey, Brenda, the election's over. Time to make some money in this market. There is now proof President Bush is a positive for stocks. So which stocks win the most? Those names and much more coming up. More bulls and bears right after this.
You flip them and they flop. You lift them and they drop. There's just no easy way.
Until now. Hi, Kathy Mitchell here in the kitchen with Grip and Flip, a unique new spatula with a precision gripping action. Here's how it works. Fried eggs, a kitchen nightmare until Grip and Flip. Now, no more broken yolks ever. Perfect, too, for sausage and bacon. You'll never have to chase that sausage around the skillet again. Turn over just one strip of bacon or lift out the whole batch. And your kids are going to love Grip and Flip from cooking grilled cheese sandwiches. And how about on the barbecue? You're never going to chase those hot dogs around again. And it's delicate enough to turn over even fish. And here's a little secret. Turn your Grip and Flip over, and it's the perfect tool to use with your countertop grill. But wait, call now and we'll also send you Scoop and Strain, the unique new ladle that not only scoops and serves, but strains and drains. Most ladles are solid, but Scoop and Strain has this unique straining grid that allows me to decide whether I want lots of vegetables and just a little bit of broth, or lots of broth with just a few vegetables. Scoop and Strain's also perfect for hot vegetables. And this unique pour spout allows me to put the gravy right where I want it. So you get both the Grip and Flip and the Scoop and Strain for just $19.95. But I'm not finished yet. We're going to send you this 6-in-1 kitchen utensil that's so precise it'll even pick up a thin dime. What it does is it actually forms around the food. It takes the shape of whatever you're lifting. It's like an extra pair of hands in the kitchen. And it's yours free. You'll get it all. The Grip and Flip and the Scoop and Strain and the 6-in-1 kitchen utensil for just $19.95. But wait, call in the next 5 minutes and I'll double your order. Here's how to get yours.
Credit card customers call 1-800-546-9735 now to take advantage of this incredible 2-for-1 offer. It includes 2 Grip and Flips with a handy gripping action, 2 Scoop and Strains for straining and draining liquid, and 2 of the 6-in-1 kitchen utensils, a huge $60 value for just $19.95. Call now.
From Iraq to Israel, as turmoil sweeps the Middle East, only one network is on the scene as events unfold. Only one network brings you the best reporting. Only one network has the most in-depth analysis. Only Fox News Channel. Monday at 10. Are they close to a verdict? The latest updates and breaking news as the jury in the Peterson case deliberates Scott's fate. Only one show gets you this close. Monday at 10. Greta is live from Redwood City, California.
Predictions. Dr. Bob, you're up.
Social Security gets partially privatized. Buy financial stocks are going to be a real outperformer. The ones I like and I own, J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, they are going to do great.
Wait a minute. It gets privatized by when?
By the first 100 days. That's what. How do you get it down at all time? First 100 days of the next term.
The Congress can't even decide what to have for lunch in 100 days.
Senators in the Republican Party, and they increase that. First 100 days.
Gary B., what do you think of that?
I like the strategy. I think you're a little aggressive on the first 100 days, along with Brenda. But the stocks are good picks.
Thank you.
All right. In your first 100 days, we're expecting a lot more. Pat, what do you think of that?
First 100 days, no.
You know what? That's what I like. He's always very pithy. All right, Gary B.
There's going to be a new chart man. I'm Mr. Long Term now.
Woo!
I'm thinking thinking all the way to Sunday. No, actually, I know the ticket. It's going to be Hillary and Bill Frist for 08. And along with that, no matter who comes up, I think healthcare stocks, this is going to be their age right now.
And
I like Merck. I think it's been beaten up too badly. And one of Scott's picks from earlier, Johnson & Johnson.
Okay, Tobin, what do you think of those?
This is Gary using the fundamentals. I rest my case.
Okay, and Pat, what do you think?
I think Gary's actually spot on Merck. I own Merck. It pays 5.5% dividend, and they can pay just about any claim that comes down the pike, folks.
And there's going to be a lot of them. They've been very hard hit. Okay,
is.
Pat, your prediction now?
AIG, this is the company that is cheaper today than it has been in 10 years at 15 times earnings.
For a reason, right?
For a reason.
A very small reason, which affects a very tiny part of their business. And again, they can pay any fine that comes down the pike. Their growth is going to slow a little bit in the near term because of this, but higher interest rates will help their investment income. Wonderful core holding, cheap temporarily.
All right, Tobin, I take it you don't like this one.
Well, Patrick, listen, I think Patrick's now picking stocks by who's going to jail. He's done very good on those.
And over time, it's been a very profitable strategy.
Okay.
Yes, it has.
Bob, what do you think of that stock?
I think he's absolutely right. You know, the other thing it has is it does have some pricing power. We're always looking for where's there any pricing power anywhere. You know, AIG and the insurance does have some of that, so I like it. I think Pat's spot on with that pick.
Okay, Scott, your prediction.
Well, obviously there's changes in the Middle East with the illness and near death of Arafat. Maybe there can be some peace in Israel. Maybe there'll be an agreement. If there is, the First Israel Fund will skyrocket if there is. Again, that's the big caveat, if there's peace. But if there's the perception that there might be peace, this has got 5 points in it.
All right, and it's a closed-end fund, just for anybody who doesn't know. All right, Bob, what do you think?
Small, illiquid. I think there's an easier way to play it. If we have peace in the Middle East, everything's going up. You could just buy a dividend fund.
Okay.
What's with you with the dividends?
Wait, they're not that. That's the way you've
Don't
made
you
money
think you buy
this
Israel
year.
if there's peace in Israel?
Okay.
Yeah, that's one way to play it.
Tobin, Tobin, quiet little big boy. You go for it.
All right, the frolic dividend monster is over. No, I think what's going to happen here is Iraq is going to start. We're really going to finish the job. Ceradyne is a company that makes armor plating, makes all the stuff that allows us to protect our boys, our Humvees, etc. This company's had a run, but it is now getting ready for big orders.
Okay, and Bob, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's not just that. It's not just the military. They do a lot of work in the automotive industry. Supporting something in automotives is almost like a
Ford owns a Porsche. Ford owns a Porsche.
Gary B, quickly, what do you say?
Well, it has had a run, but I think the run's over, at least temporarily. I think you're going to be able to buy a little bit cheaper than right now.
The Commander-in-Chief.
The Commander-in-Chief accepting contributions to his campaign. Make them out to Gary B. Smith. The big boys of all the business shows coming up right now. Cavuto on Business. Take it away.